games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bulls offense will get the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
The Bulls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Roberson. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
On the move, it's Henderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Bulls are stopped, but not before getting it past the stick. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Grabbed behind the line. It's McMillan. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. No room for return, but no problem after play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Defense looks as if it's coming. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Doak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
And the third down pass is incomplete. The Flames will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Looking for a crease, it's Henderson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. They were really excited about the verbal commitment from a 3-star quarterback. They really need to get good talent like that, guys who can develop and potentially become stars.
Well, this is a program that's not used to having this talented of a quarterback coming out of high school. Oftentimes, this program has had to develop guys so that they're ready by their junior or senior year to have success. This guy changes that dynamic a little bit, though, and because of it, you can see fans are so excited about the future.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's McMillan. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down and finds the drag route underneath. Makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. looking for a man. It's Roberson. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, Buffalo! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here comes the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on...
Breaks into the open. Great move. Now he's got room. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Flames come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, it's Blue. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. The Flames will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Off play action on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Leaves it with the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Bulls, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now the play fake. Steps away. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Makes the grab. It's Jenkins. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. The play action fake. Might be looking to run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Flames lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Slithers into space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Flames come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to throw, it's Vasco. Quickly out to the tight end. Worked his way to the 38 before they stopped him. It's a 5-yard gain, and that'll be a 1st down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Flames need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Scanning the field, it's Roberson. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab, it's Morrow. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack for the guy. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback may change this route. Trying play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. He's got a fresh set of downs.
And the Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And it's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They want to run it left here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Give to the running back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Flames send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. To the air, it's Roberson. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going for the big play. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The first half can end on a defensive penalty, so we'll get a little bonus football and an untimed down. The snap sets up to throw. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Bulls will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Defense looks like they're coming. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll try the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Vasco. Hauls it in. Turning it up. He smashes his way through again. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Flames are marching down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Mobley. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. It's a seam run, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. To the ground to try to move the chains. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Grabbed in the middle, it's McMillan.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulls brought to the ground, but not before picking up the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Bulls started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Splits the uprights. Good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Basco. The short hands. It's Blue. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the grab. And he's brought. After a nice game.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys. When you got big targets, man, it's hard to miss them. Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Smashes ahead. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Flames look to keep this drive humming. Defense showing blitz here. They'll try the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. The Flames have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. The lead is down to a field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here's the give off the left side. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Roberson. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Caught over the middle. It's Morrow. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. 6th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, going up top. They'll run the screen. On his feet at the 40. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Mass completion moves the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Thrust that arm out. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Back to pass, it's Roberson. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Finds the tight end. And the Bulls will keep this drive going.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. And the Bulls need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Morrow. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. And the Flames want to pick up the tempo.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Flushed out of the pocket. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Flames getting set on 1st and 10.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Vasco. It's complete to the right. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Under fire! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass. It's Vasco. He's got him in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have a 4th down conversion.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bulls inside the final minute, trying to hang on to this lead and the ball. The give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down to the 14-yard line. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. It's a reverse. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it to the right. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another